everyone. For today, we will be discussing about adjusted trial balance. So it is just a continuation of the topic that we have about adjusting entries. So after you have already prepared the adjusting entries, so the next step that you are going to do is now to do the adjusted trial balance. So for the adjusted trial balance class, this is the list of all accounts and their balances after adjusting entries have been made at the end of the accounting period. It is prepared after the unadjusted trial balance and adjusting entries but before the financial statements. As what I have said in the previous meeting class, that the balances on the unadjusted trial balance is not yet the final balance then that will reflect on your financial statement. That is why we need to have an adjusting entries then, and after doing the adjusting entries, that would be the time that we are going to update our trial balance to make it as our adjusted trial balance. And that adjusted trial balance class, the balances that we will be seeing in the adjusted trial balance will be used then as the balance for our financial statements later on. Okay, so why do we need to prepare an adjusted trial balance? So it is to check if total debits still equal to total credits after adjustments. Second, to ensure accounts are updated for accruals, deferrals, depreciation, and bad debts. I have already discussed this one under adjusting entries discussion, and to serve as basis for preparing financial statement such as income statement, the statement of changes in owner's equity, balance sheet, and on the other financial statements then. Okay, so let us have an example here. In order for us to prepare an adjusted trial balance class, we need to start with the unadjusted trial balance. Unadjusted trial balance have been prepared already after we perform step 2, katong journal entry. After we do the journal entry, if you recall, we post it to the ledger, and after posting it to the ledger, we create an unadjusted trial balance then. After which we prepare adjusting journal entries, that is step 5 of the accounting cycle. After preparing the adjusting entries, we update the account balances, and then we prepare adjusted trial balance with new balance. So that is the step 6 then of the accounting cycle. So let's have an example here. So the first step is the preparation of the unadjusted trial balance. So let us say, for example, beside is the unadjusted trial balance of Winnie Accounting Firm as of January 31. So as of January 31 class, these are the unadjusted trial balance of Winnie Corporation or Winnie Accounting Firm. So before any adjustment were made, this is the balance. So this is unadjusted. I forgot to write here unadjusted trial balance still, because these balances were not yet adjusted. Okay, after which, after having your unadjusted trial balance, you're now going to do the adjusting entries then. So we need to update our balances accordingly. So maybe sa atong adjusting entry na anay mga assets nga needs to be recognized as an expense or liability that needs to be recognized as a revenue or mga depreciation then. That is why we made an adjusting entries for that. So let us say, for example lang class, these are the entries that you have prepared then. So you have already do the adjusting entries, and these are the adjusting entries that you have prepared. You have 3 here. The first one is the depreciation of the equipment. So we debit depreciation expense, we credit accumulated depreciation. The second adjustment was for supplies. So maybe we have already used up the supplies during the month. So we have used 3,000. That is why we debit supplies expense and we credit supplies. Okay, you can go back to the discussion and adjusting entries to see how this has been come up then, or how this has been recorded. Lastly, we have here salaries expensed and we credit salaries payable. So most probably, this is an accrued expenses that has been used but not yet paid. So nagamit na nato pero wala pa nato mabayaran. That is why we made an adjustment. We record debit salaries expense, credit salaries payable. Okay? After you have your adjusting entries class, you're now going to update the balances of your trial or unadjusted trial balance. It is just very easy class. You just gonna update it per adjustment then. So the first adjustment that we have here, depreciation expense and accumulated depreciation. Here's the key class. Just like what I have taught you with regards to the posting of the ledger, if it is a debit and a debit, that would be addition. Okay? If it is a credit and a credit, that would be addition still. So therefore, if the adjusting entry or if the account is debited in the adjusting entry and then debit po siya sa unadjusted trial balance, then you're just going to add the amount. Or if in the adjusting entry, yun siyang gi-credit, then credit balance po siya sa unadjusted trial balance, then you're just going to add the amount. In short, if it is the same side in the entry or adjusting entry and on the trial balance, then you are going to add them. But if it is the opposite, debit and credit or credit and debit, then you are going to deduct that or minus. So therefore, if you debit it on your adjusting entries, but it has been credited on your trial balance, you are going to do minus then or deduction. The balance class, you put the balance kung asay mas dako. Ang debit ba sa adjusting entries or ang credit ba sa trial balance or vice versa. Okay? Let us have an example here. So, first we have the first adjusting entry that we've made. Debit, depreciation expense. So, you look here, diba, sa unadjusted trial balance, if you've noticed, wala tayo depreciation expense. So, if you don't have depreciation expense class, we are going to put it then on the unadjusted trial balance. And depreciation expense is an expense, therefore, it should be written then under the expense account. So, sumpay na siya din, depreciation expense. So, pila matang depreciation expense? That is 1,000. And since gidebit man siya, so that is why we put it on the debit side as well. Okay? Are we clear? Next is accumulated depreciation. An accumulated depreciation class, this is a contra asset account. Sir, what do you mean contra asset? It means that this account will be deducted against an asset. Sa asa man nga asset, sir, it will be deducted against your equipment, machineries, or building. Depende kung asa nagka-relate ang depreciation. In this case, since the depreciation expense is related to your equipment, therefore, the accumulated depreciation should be deducted against your equipment. So therefore, it should be written then below the equipment or below the non-current asset kung asa ni depreciate ang asa siya gi-depreciate then. So in this case, arita sa equipment, so we write here accumulated depreciation. Okay? And since nasa sa credit side, so therefore, we write the 1,000 amount on the credit side. So that would be 1,000. Okay? Are we clear? Okay, next we can move on to the next adjusting entry. And that would be, we debit supplies expense. So if you've noticed, we don't have supplies expense yet on the trial balance. So we add supplies expense. Supplies expense. So how much is that? 3,000. So 3,000, it's on the debit side. So therefore, you're going to write it on the debit side. So 3,000 on the debit side. Another, we credit supplies here. So we have already supplies on our unadjusted trial balance. But here, atong gi-credit ang supplies. But sa unadjusted trial balance, naa siya sa debit side. So kung gi-credit sa adjusting, nya gi-debit sa trial balance, as what I have mentioned earlier, it will be a deduction then. So therefore, imong supplies minusa na to og 3,000. So maubos na atong supplies kay ato man siyang gi-credit sa adjusting entry. Nganong maubos man, sir? It is because nakagamit naman ta sa supplies. We have already used the supplies during the month. Therefore, we need to deduct the supplies then to update kung pila na lang jud ang supply nga nahibilin sa tuang company. Okay? That's for the second entry. And next, we have here the last entry. We debit salaries expense and a credit to salaries payable. So if you've noticed on our unadjusted trial balance, we don't have salaries expense yet. So we need to write salaries expense under the expense ng account. So salaries expense. So we debit the salaries expense at the cost of 5,000. Therefore, we are going to put it on the debit side as well. 5,000. Okay? We credit salaries payable. If you've noticed, we don't have salaries payable here on our unadjusted trial balance. So we are going to write down the salaries payable. But since it is a payable class, therefore, it is a liability. It will be written after your accounts payable then. So salaries payable, how much is that? That is 5,000. And since it has been credited, so we are going to put the 5,000 salaries payable on the credit side as well on your unadjusted trial balance. So we have here 5,000. Okay? And after which, you're just going to add everything. Add all your debits and add all your credits. Okay? So mauna niya siya ang itsura sa imong adjusted trial balance. So after the adjusting entries, you are now doing the adjusted trial balance then. So if you've noticed, class, at ang gibutang na diri nga trial balance kay word niya nga adjusted trial balance as of January 31, 2025. Our cash remain as is kay wala man tay adjustment sa cash. Accounts receivable remain as is kay wala man tay adjustment sa accounts receivable. Our supplies, if you've noticed, niubos na siya. Nahimo na siyang 17,000 kay ngano man. Again, ato man siyang minus diri kay gi-credit man siya sa adjusting entry, nya debit man siya sa trial balance. So we deduct it. Mao nang 17,000 na lang ato ang supplies. Equipment remain as is because we don't have or we don't record or adjust the equipment then directly, but we have accumulated depreciation. So here we have added accumulated depreciation, and that is 1,000. Accounts payable remain as is since we don't have any adjustment for accounts payable, but we have added salaries payable on the credit side. Okay? Chan capital, service income, Chan withdrawals, and utilities expense remain as is because we don't have or we didn't have any adjustment for these accounts. However, for the add-on account, ang mga bagong account nga na-add, we have supplies expense, salaries expense, depreciation expense. They are now added to your adjusted trial balance. Adding them together, that would be 236,000. And then the credit side is 236,000. Still, your debit must always be equal to your credit. And that's it. That is your adjusted trial balance. Again, I would like just to reiterate, class, that here on our case, nagkataon lang nga ang supplies nato gi-credit, di ang supplies nga naa sa trial balance kay gi-debit maong minus. Pero if ever nag-debit silang supplies diri sa adjusting entries, dayon debit po diri sa trial balance, then you need to add them. So therefore, that would be 20,000 plus 3,000. That would be 23,000. But in this case, kay opposite man, debit and credit, and mas dako man ang debit, maunang atong gibutang ang 17,000 sa debit nga side. Okay? Kaya again, if ever opposite sides adjusting og sa trial balance, then kung asay mas dako nga side, dito ibutang ang balance. In this case, ato siyang gibutang sa debit again, kay again, mas dako man ang debit kaysa credit nga 3,000. Okay? Are we clear? Okay, that's it then. And that is just your adjusted trial balance. It is very easy and it's no-brainer at all. Okay? Okay, so that's it for your adjusted trial balance. So in the next video, we will be talking about the financial statement then. So how useful this adjusted trial balance as our basis in creating the financial statement. Thank you so much for watching my video and see you later. Bye-bye.